and came and talked to me and said, yo, I see you doing a good job. How do you feel about being a supervisor? He pulled me away to tell me about my promotion, tell me about my blessing. Auntie and grandmama said, baby, sit right here, let me just talk to you. She pulled you away just to whisper some things to you to help you. My uncle, my grandfather pulled me away from the crowd of picnic just to give me some knowledge and give me some wisdom that would bless me down the road. I'm going to tell somebody this morning that it's okay to be blessed in isolation. It's okay to be blessed in isolation. There was a man who was at the gates of Bethesda, and he was a blind man. And we always think about being blind as far as visually blind. Amen. But sometimes you just can be blind when you actually got sight to see, but just blinded to things all around you. Some of us are spiritually blind today, even though we still come to church. Some of us still read our word, we still pray, and still be confused about some things. And I'm saying it's okay to question God about some things. It's okay to say, God, asking God, okay, you know what? Why certain things happen the way they do? And God don't mind that because he don't mind having a conversation with you to stretch you. Now, I promise you God's going to give you the answer that you're looking for, but God's going to give you a response. But it may not be the answer that you're looking for, but he's going to give you a response. Because the answer that you're looking for, you already answered the question already, but you want to go to God and challenge God. And God said, you can't challenge me, baby boy, baby girl. I'm your daddy. You can't challenge me. But here's this man that who was not. And the folks brought him to him because they know Jesus was going to be passing through. So they just thought to themselves and said, you know what? Okay, if I get them close enough to Jesus, just maybe, Jesus may just stop and have a conversation. You come to church week to week, hoping and praying for that Jesus just stops by your neighborhood. Just to bless you. You read your word daily just to hope that you hear God's voice. You pray and you fast because you're hoping and praying for that God comes by your way just to sit down and have a conversation. You want to have a conversation with God to where it's voluntary. To where, no, God, can we just talk for a moment? Lord, can we just kick it? But you don't want to be forced for God to come to you and say, you know what, sit your butt down, let me talk to you. Because he would do it. And you don't want that type of conversation from the Lord. You want the voluntary conversation, Lord, I need to hear a word from you. Because what she said don't make no sense. And what he said don't make no sense at all. Lord, I need something to make some sense out of this. So Lord, can I just have a conversation? And when you have those conversations, it seems like you hear clearly from the Lord when it's just you and him and nobody else. Lord, can I have a one-on-one? When's the last time you asked God for a one-on-one? Now, if I have some real saints, some real folks up in here with me this morning, just raise your hand right now if you asked God for a one-on-one in the past 2 weeks. That's what I thought. How often do we ask God for a one-on-one? And God just simply waiting on you just to have a one-on-one conversation. Because he knows what you're going through. He knows what you're thinking. He knows what's happening. And watch this. You don't know what the outcome is, but he already does. But he's willing to have a one-on-one with you, to talk to you, so you can get a glimpse of what your outcome may be. I'm going to tell somebody it's okay to have a one-on-one. Because when you have a one-on-one with the Lord, I'm going to tell somebody you will be blessed in isolation. Isolated from the world, isolated from people. So when Jesus saw this man blind man, He asked him a question about, can you see? The Bible said, no, I can't see. At that point, Jesus took him by the hand. The Bible said, and he led him out of the village. Key word is led. Now, I don't know about you, but check this out. Who are you following? Now, if you're following me, pray I'm following God and be following me. Don't be following nobody who ain't following God. Mm-hmm. Jesus led him. That means Jesus was his tour guide. Because the man had no sight. Now, if I ain't had no sight, the best tour guide you can give me is Jesus. Come on, somebody. But you might pay thousands of dollars.